The voices warned me about the truck before it ran the red light. At first, I thought I was going crazy, that the whispers at the office were just stress. But when I heard my dead brother's voice among them, I knew something darker was at play. The voices are protecting me from something, or someone. And now they're telling me to trust no one, that they wear human masks.
You're entering Universe Paranormal, where the unknown comes to life.
It started as a barely perceptible whisper while I was working at my office. At first, I dismissed it as the air conditioning or perhaps a coworker talking in the hallway. But the voices became clearer as days went by. They whispered nonsensical things, unknown names, vague warnings. My colleague Mark looked at me strangely whenever he caught me turning toward empty spaces, searching for the source of those murmurs. I asked him several times if he could hear anything, but he always shook his head. The voices followed me home. They spoke to me from the dark corners of my bedroom, from the bathroom, even from inside the walls. They were different voices, some deep and others high-pitched. Some sounded elderly and others like children. They all spoke simultaneously, creating a maddening cacophony that kept me awake at night. One evening, among the chorus of whispers, I recognized my brother Michael's voice. It was impossible. He had died 3 years ago in an accident. But there he was, warning me to be careful, telling me they were coming. I shouted desperately, begging him to explain, but his voice got lost among the others. My work performance began to deteriorate. The dark circles under my eyes betrayed my sleepless nights, and my coworkers whispered behind my back. Mark tried to help, suggesting I see a psychiatrist, but I knew I wasn't crazy. The voices were real, growing stronger and clearer each day. One afternoon, while driving home, the voices screamed in unison for me to brake. Instinctively, I slammed on the brakes. A truck ran the red light right in front of me. The voices had saved my life. That night, Michael's voice returned. He explained that the souls of the dead were trying to warn me about an imminent danger. He told me I had a gift, that I could hear them because I was marked. He gave no further details, only asked me to trust the warnings. The following days were a whirlwind of voices and warnings. They alerted me about people watching me on the street, places I should avoid, decisions I shouldn't make. My life became a maze of precautions and paranoia. Mark came to my house worried, saying my behavior was erratic and that I needed help. As we talked, the voices started screaming not to trust him, that he wasn't who he claimed to be. I saw something strange in his eyes, an unnatural gleam. When he tried to touch me, the voices howled in panic, and I ran for my own home. Now I live in constant motion, following the voices' guidance. Michael says they're close to finding me, that they use human masks to hide themselves. I don't know who they are or what they want from me, only that the voices are my sole protection, my only guide in this nightmare that has become my reality. Sometimes, in the darkness of night, I wonder if all this is real or if I've finally lost my mind. But then I remember the truck incident, and I know the voices are keeping me alive for some reason I don't yet understand.